And we are back. This is the Slant Sports. I'm JP. That's Coach 30. Coach 30, how's it going over there?
Hey, it's lovely, man. We back in action, playoff edition. Man, look, it's week 2 of the playoffs, just in time for the best football of the year. Uh, we got a full slate, man. I can't wait to get into this and dig into this playoff action that we got coming up here. So, man, I can say, well, we got what 10 games we're gonna
Yeah,
cover.
10 good games, 10 great games.
Some great games. So man, like I said, it's been what about 4 weeks. We've been off about a good 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, we took a
Uh,
big long vacation.
I took about a month off.
Yeah,
Took a month off to get like I say, life, good things in life happening.
yeah.
Weddings and
Well,
birthdays and everything.
man, everything you can think of, man. We just, man, it just, like the young folks say, life be life,
Life be
But
life.
we here now. I'm a
Yep.
married man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the
Congratulations
applause in the
to
back.
Mr. and Mrs. Player.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mister and
indeed.
Mrs. Player.
And happy
So.
birthday to Mrs. Player.
Oh yeah, today's her birthday. Happy birthday to her. So,
Yes,
but now
indeed.
everything lined out. We here to stay. Thank you for everybody who asked, man, when y'all
Yep.
gonna drop this and
Yep.
that, man. What's going on? Hey, we here and we here to stay. We ain't
Yes,
going
sir.
nowhere. They can't get rid of us that easy.
Nah, we ain't
We
going nowhere.
we ain't going nowhere. We about to flood y'all like no other now. So we back. A lot of things been. I mean, this season has been as crazy as we thought it was gonna be.
For
As
sure.
great as we thought it was gonna be. 318 is on fire, man. Couple teams went down in the first
Hmm.
round of the playoff, but we still got plenty of teams in the 318 that's holding it down. I know the old saying when the playoffs time come, whether we go down south or one of the teams from down south come up here, they say we
Hmm.
be in trouble, but I really don't see that happening this year. I think it's gonna be a
Not this
change.
year.
I think it's gonna be a lot of teams from the 318 area, from the top of the boot period that's gonna be deep in them playoffs when that time comes. So
Thanks.
with
Yes,
that being
indeed.
said, we gotta dive right into it,
Let's
man.
get right to it.
Hey, you ready? Hey, it's been a minute,
Hey,
man. Hey,
look. Hey, it's this. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like riding a bike.
yeah, oh
Once
yes.
you once you learn how to ride, you never stop
You
riding
you
that bike.
know,
You pop wheelies and all that. You know what I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
like you
You
say,
never
you
you,
You never forget. You
you
never
never
forget.
forget.
And
You
we
know what
ain't
I'm
never
saying?
been out the game. We still been in the game. We still got a lot coming.
Yes,
But
indeed.
like we say, like we always say, I know y'all been waiting. We're gonna dive right in it. And
Right
we're
in
gonna
it.
have to start in North Bossier, man. We got Westgate and Airline, of course. Man,
Yeah.
this out of all the games that we gonna cover today. I mean, you know how I feel about Airline and that team, the coaching staff, everything they got
Yeah.
going on this year.
Oh
Great
yeah.
year, 10-0 district champs. They going against
Hmm.
a Westgate team, and this game, man, is gonna be fireworks in the city.
Yes,
I
indeed.
feel like this is one of the games out of all of these teams, and all of these games that I say is kind of evenly matched on the
Hmm.
offensive side of the ball. I feel
Yeah.
like Westgate, they got the way they running their offense, they got a young quarterback. They running a lot
Hmm.
of plays where they doing direct snaps to whichever athlete is ready at the
Yes,
time.
sir.
I feel like that's gonna cause
Hmm.
a little problems for Airline, on the defensive side. But when you look at Airline, of course, they got the sickest in the city, aka Mr. 3K.
Mr. 3000.
Mr. Kenneth Dory, aka Mr. LSU, aka
Mr.
Mr. Wide
Mr.
Receiver U,
Golden
and
Tiger. Yes,
Big
sir.
Ben been my boy since day one. So with
Yeah.
that being said,
Yeah.
I'm still picking Airline to win this game. Whatever they
Okay.
need to do to get it done, I feel like they're gonna get it done. If that means score 100, they'll score 100. So I got Airline to win this first game.
Hey, I'm agree with you on this. I said it, a few weeks back, man. I think the airline, if they got through that district play that they got in unscathed, which they did, they 10-0.
Hmm.
I said, man, them guys to me is a given that they're gonna make it for sure to the quarters.
Oh yeah.
Then after that, it was gonna be, hey, let's see what kind of team this really is. But I will say this: it's week 2, and you know how those playoff brackets happen, man.
Oh
You
yeah.
get you never know how it's gonna draw out.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, Westgate, man, look, Westgate has been playing in the 4A playoff bracket for the last few years, and they've been that I want to say they won like a year or two ago. They
Mm-hmm.
won the whole thing. Uh, but uh, they gonna bring some fire up here to North Louisiana, man, up to Airline, man. I still got Airline winning it, but I'm just looking at some of these guys, man. They got, man, they got some dogs. Uh, they got some defensive dogs. They got a
Yeah.
University of Miami safety commit that I think could get them some fits, and they got another guy at safety that's pretty good. So when you talk about having some good DBs against a good pass and attack, good air attack, man, it's gonna make for an exciting game. So I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be in the building. I know for sure. Hey, with my hat and my mitts,
Oh yeah,
my
we're gonna
my,
be there for
my,
sure.
my if I gotta put a scarf on, I don't care. I'm gonna be out there.
Oh man,
And
I'm
I
like
got
you know.
airline.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
airline,
Yeah,
man,
that's gonna be a good one. We definitely gonna be in the building. The
for
TSS is
sure.
gonna be in the building. Y'all
We
look
in
out
the
for it.
building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next we got Destrahan coming to play Northwood. Man, I like Northwood. I mean, like I say, 318 has been a big year for all the teams up here. And we,
Yeah,
like we said
yeah,
when we first covered them, speed, kills, this and that.
yeah.
Destrehan, man, that's a tough team, man. If you look at their losses, they got 3 losses on the year. 2 of their losses is to Catholic and Alexandria. So I mean,
Ash, yeah,
they a well balanced team,
yeah.
and man. It's 318 versus everybody, and we don't want to be biased, but
We're not biased, but we
uh
just think,
I think I'm gonna have to go with Destrehan on this one.
who you went there.
I mean, it's close.
Hey,
I can see that. I can see now. Look, he's starting already.
listen. I'm glad you said it first because I ain't want to have to be the one to say it.
Yeah,
Uh, listen, Northwood, it's all love.
yeah, for
And
sure.
one thing I will say, and I kind of mentioned it with Westgate, Northwood is a 4A classified school.
Hmm.
But when it comes to playoffs, they have to play against 5A schools. So
Hmm.
um, just with that being said, I mean, Destrehan is, I mean, it's a 5A school, and they have played against top notch 5A talent
Yeah.
all year long. And I mean, like you said, they lost to Ash, Catholic Baton Rouge, which is always good, and Central Baton Rouge, which is always good. So I mean, you talk about 3 losses that were against teams that's probably going to be in the quarters or
Oh yeah.
semifinals. And you got Northwood that lost to North DeSoto,
Mhm.
so it was just not a bad team at
Yeah.
all either. So it's gonna be a good game, but I agree. Destrehan, they're gonna have too much for Northwood. Northwood has a good team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Well played.
They run a no huddle kind of quick pace offense. So you got to be ready and be set and ready to play some football on defense. But I think Destrehan probably has seen whatever Northwood want to throw at
Yeah.
Destrehan already seen it already. So yeah, I got Destrehan.
Tenfold, tenfold. Hey,
Yes, sir.
we came back on
We
point. We came
we
back
on
on
point,
point.
man. I'm telling you.
Now, next we got Loyola at Leesville. Now, Loyola, I ain't gonna say they surprised you. I'm gonna let you. But they kind of
Yeah,
surprised me. I mean, not saying that I'm not saying I didn't think they were going to be a good team. I mean, everybody
yeah,
at the end of the day, once you strap your pass on, everybody got a chance. But
yep,
I am going to have to pick Leesville to win this game. And it's
yep.
simply because 2 words, Xavier Ford. I mean, if
Xavier
people forgot,
Ford.
he is a big dog
Whew.
of the week
Yeah,
alumni. I mean, he got 2,700 plus yards. I mean, he just
yeah.
single handedly destroyed our Polar Ben Tigers. We ain't even
Yeah,
going to
man. By him
we
by himself.
by himself. I think he had.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk the stats. We ain't gonna talk the
We'll
stats,
leave it
but
there. We'll
we'll
leave
leave
it
it
there.
there. But just
Mm-hmm.
off, I think Xavier Ford is a type of player. He got this type of skill set, where he can take over a game. And that's very uncommon in football because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
football and basketball is easier for one person to take over a game.
Yep.
So for you to do that in football, you gotta actually be a dog, and he is a big dog. So I got Leesville to edge Loyola in this one.
Hey man, hey, we three for three right now, man. Hey, I got the same Leesville, a team that had, like you said, a running back that's over 2,000 something yards, man. That's a lot of production. And one thing about Loyola, they didn't really surprise me. I actually thought they were going to do a little bit better
Okay.
than what they did this year. They're 6-4. They ended up letting Minden get them, man. I don't know how they let Minden get them. Honestly, uh, and I think they lost to Logan Sport also, man. They
Yeah.
lost to some games, and the issue in those games were those teams had a strong run game.
Hmm.
So that's why I feel like Leesville is gonna have, that attack. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point of the season, shoot, they got that thing well oiled right
Well,
now. So I got Leesville, and like I said, Loyola is not a bad team. They're young. They got a pretty good squad. They play good team football.
yeah,
It's a good complete team that plays together. I do like that about them, but I still think, like you say, Mister Ford gonna be a little too
man,
much.
he gonna be forward
Ford
tough,
tough, man. He
man.
Ford tough, man.
That's for sure.
So
Okay,
hey,
okay.
good luck to the Flyers, but yeah,
Yeah,
man,
good
I
luck to
got Leesville.
him. Yeah, everybody in the
I,
318.
man, I
We
hate that.
want to,
I hate that I'm going against my 318, but
man.
it's just, hey, the facts are the facts.
The facts of the fact, we can't. We got to give the people what they need to hear,
The
and
facts.
that's the
Yep,
real. So
just the
hopefully,
real deal.
I think we may be back on track with this one. We got Bell Chase at North Dakota. I
Okay.
know we
Yeah.
spoke about this game. I mean, I know
Yeah.
we don't really go too much over the games together because we want it to be real, as far as what
Yep.
we think on different teams and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
had to call Coach 30, and I'm like, Coach 30, man, I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but Bill Chase, I
Yeah.
mean, the record looks good on paper, but
That's
I mean,
great.
I had a hard time trying to find a team that they beat with a winning record.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Cole Core, I know he out for the season, man, but I'm gonna have to pick
Mm-hmm.
North Dakota. I mean, they're a well coached team. I mean,
Yep.
I feel they gonna come there, at home. They're gonna be prepared. So I got North Dakota to give Bell Chase something that they ain't really seen before.
Yeah. North Dakota, man. They just a team that uh, they've been having it rolling for the last couple of years, and you talking about quarterback they have right now, man. That kid's been running this offense since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
So and he has been to the state championship game before, I believe, as a freshman. So I mean, you talk about something like that, man. A kid like that, which he had an injury last year, I think they sidelined him for a while.
Hmm.
But you talking about a kid like that, man, going into a game where you going against a team like Bell Chase that has beaten teams that, like you said, 1-9,
Yeah.
2-8. You beating these teams up pretty bad. Now you finna go against a real test.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. But I really feel like man, North Dakota's just a team that, like you said, well coached.
Hmm.
Coach Dunn, I think Coach Dunn may have the most championships uh as a coach, as active coaches in the state of Louisiana right now,
Man.
because he was at Evangel for years, and he was
Yeah.
racking them up. So I got North Dakota, man. They gonna handle business and head on to that next round, man.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Next up on the list, we got West Monroe at Mandeville. Now,
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about this one.
man,
Hey.
and I'm gonna tell you and see. I know both of us can appreciate it, but you more than me because you played defense at the college level. You coach
Right.
defense right now, defensive coordinator. Man, I gotta go with Mandeville, and not because they got just these sneaky athletes, big time running back.
Mm-hmm.
Big. It's because of this defense. This one of the greatest defense that we done
Man.
seen. Man, you got a
Yes,
man out
sir.
here, Michael White. He got 10 picks, and as crazy as that is, the reason he got 10 picks because the way they rushing the passer, they got so
Man.
many people. They got 3 sacks here, 5 sacks here.
Yep.
You got who you got? Marquez, Xenon, you got one, Canales. Like it's so many
Yep.
people that's out there, and they get into the quarterback. I think they got 14 total picks, 24 sacks. Team
Yeah.
wise. I mean, that's just a greedy defense, man, and I love a
Yep.
greedy defense, man. And I just feel like, I mean, West Monroe, that's a good team. I like them. I like how they kind of picked up that old rebel spirit towards the end of the season,
Yep.
and
Yep.
won some games that I expected them to lose. But I think this gonna be the end for them. I think they're gonna go to Mandeville, and it's just gonna be. It may be one of those low scoring games, gritty,
Yeah.
grimy, nasty, ugly. Like I
Right.
think who was that? I think Pittsburgh Steelers played what
Oh
yesterday, and it
man.
was one ain't straight field goals. It may
I'm
be one
talking
of them
about
type
it
of
might be.
games, but I got Mandeville to win that one.
Yeah, man. I got a chance to go see West Monroe last Friday against
Mhm.
Parkway. Um, I kind of when I got there, it was 7-0. By halftime, it was what 28-7. So they had jumped out real quick on Parkway. But
Mhm.
after halftime now, I don't know if they were just trying to just survive and let the game clock run down and just get out of there, or if they really just had done all they could do. If they had just
Yeah, ran out
you
of gas.
know, ran out of gas and they're just doing what they could do. But man, look, you going like you said, a team like Mandeville, you better have something in the tank. You
Yeah,
you can't just go in there and and I'm gonna give kudos to Parkway, even though they out of it, man. Parkway, they were missing a lot of key guys.
yeah, man, I
And
hated that.
I hated that they weren't, fully loaded to play that game. I think they were. I think that game might have gone a different way. So I got Mandeville, man. I think West Monroe was 5-5. I mean, hey, they did good to get to where they are right
Yeah.
now. But I think this, like you said, this is the
Where
end of
you
the road.
go?
I'm
I'm
just saying,
sorry, y'all. Where you go?
hey, hey,
Hey,
we're
what you
not
say? They
being
did a good
biased.
job.
We're not biased, but
Yeah, but it's
you
over.
know,
Yeah,
so
it may be over.
I don't know.
It may be over. I
So
don't know. Well,
yeah,
hey,
we'll see.
but
But like I say, we're gonna find out
yeah,
though.
it's playoff football.
Mm,
Anything could happen, man. Anything could happen. But yeah,
anything can happen.
we on point with that. Next, we got let's get what we got. Zachary at Ruston. Now, this
Yeah,
Ruston
man.
team, everybody know all year. Uh, I was saying, Ruston. I ain't picking Ruston to lose a game and
Yeah,
this and that, and I said that, and I meant that. I did
yeah,
when I said
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
meant it. And you know what I'm saying? I say that to say I still feel like Ruston is that team that I thought they were. I mean, those losses that they got, hopefully they learned from it. I mean, you see what
man.
happened to Huntington when they lost to West Monroe at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
They turned up and they turned their season. They in the playoffs now. You know what I'm
in the
saying? We're gonna
playoffs.
cover them shortly. But man, and Zachary, they got what? Caleb Gonzalez, they QB, he done
Mm-hmm.
threw for 1,500.
Yes,
They
indeed.
got that running back Ruffin, he 1,000 yards rusher, and that's good. I mean, anything could happen, good game, but I'm looking for Rushing to come out on top. I'm not gonna say they're gonna dominate, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I'm just saying I think Ruston ain't gonna I still believe that the team I thought they were at the beginning of the season, and
Yeah.
it just it's football. At the end of the day, you got to go out there and play. Anybody could win, any given time. But I got Rushing to win.
You know what? This is gonna be one of them games that you gon' you gonna earn it. You
Yeah,
gonna earn this win right here. Whoever win this game, and you know how it go, man. Even back in our days when we was in them playoff runs, man. Sometimes you had to go on the road week 2 and you had to go battle.
yeah,
It wasn't no easy road. You get to week 2, and I think that's what's gonna go on with Ruston this week. Week 2, they got Zachary, man. Like I say, Zachary is one of them teams that another team that every year they find themselves in the same position, man.
yeah,
On that state championship run. But I like Ruston. Like you said, they lost two games to two teams that are right there in the mix. I mean,
hmm
Ash and Neville.
yeah,
And then after that, they bounced back with 2 straight wins right after that. So,
yeah,
um, I mean, I think they rolling. I think they gonna be just fine this week. I
hmm
do believe they beat Zachary. Like you said, I can't say if it's gonna be close or a blowout, but
yeah,
I think Ruston gets it because especially at home, man, they gonna come out. Crowd gonna be. out there, giving them that boost they need. So I got Rustin. Good luck to them.
Yeah, we
I would love to see, I love to see teams go back to back, man. That's something that
mm,
um it's just a good thing to see when a
yeah,
program is rolling like that and they can go and they won last year, they can come back and get back and get it again. So I'm
yeah.
rooting for Ruston. Hope that they get there. And like I said, we try not to be biased, but I'm rooting for Ruston. I hope Ruston gets there, man. I hope they do well after I got Ruston for this one.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do well. I'm hoping them and Airline keep it going and they meet in the semifinals.
Yeah,
And
that's why I said be a good
that
matchup.
that'll be crazy. That'll be a good
Yep.
matchup. But now in our next game, one of the team you mentioned, Ash. We got Evangel at Ash.
Mm,
Now this game when I seen it, this one of the ones I got circled because before we went on our hiatus, our vacation,
yeah,
our whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
Man, Pop Houston, he is that guy, man. I know first episode I said, man, he gonna have to show me and all that. And he
it's
showed
exactly what I
me.
was
I'm
gonna get
talking
it.
about
Yeah,
live. Like he
yeah,
showed me. But also on that first episode, I told the people my number one guy was JT Lindsay, So I mean, and we hear it now, second round of the
yeah,
playoffs, and some people saying he may be the best, since Pan's Pocket. So,
yeah.
and the thing about Evangel, man, I'm not saying I'm they kryptonite because the games that I didn't
Mm-hmm.
call as far as Evangels go, they won. But now I'm back and I gotta go against the Eagles again, man. I got
Yeah,
Alexandria to win, man. Ash gonna handle business. They gonna Evangel gonna come down there, and it's gonna be business as usual. Uh, I like what I see out of Evangel.
yeah, yeah,
And to my brother Jacoban Watson, if you watching, I know he a older, not older guy. See, in
right,
our age range, but he
right.
graduated from Evangel. And I mean. Eh, I feel like with Evangel, they won those games, made the playoffs, and now people kind of sound like them Texas fans. When they say Texas was back, they saying Evangel was back.
Yeah,
And Evangel might be back, but it's
yeah.
about to be over when they go to Ash for sure. I
All
mean,
right,
good
all right.
game. That now that's just me. What I think. I think Ash gonna handle business for sure. JT
Well,
Lens, I see him getting 150, 150, 175 on that defense that I seen.
well.
Talk that talk now.
Hey, this is
Talk
gonna be
to me.
my first upset alert right
Oh,
here, man. This
said
is my
alert.
first upset alert.
Okay,
Uh, man, listen, them boys and got it figured out, man.
okay.
They got it figured out. Listen, they won. They lost the first game.
Mm-hmm.
They won their second game. After that, they went. They lost four straight.
Yeah,
Then they came back and did what? Won four straight,
yeah. You're right.
and now five because they won last. So this what I'm gonna say, man. And I'm glad you touched on it because I was gonna say the same thing. The first preview, whatever you want to call it, episode that we had, we both said it. And we spoke about this young man. We said all the accolades was there, all the scholarship offers, all of the hype was there, but we haven't seen him do it on the varsity level.
Yeah.
Now we didn't got to see a full season. The man out here breaking records,
Oh man,
over 4,000 passing yards. He the real deal, he the truth.
he the real deal. He the real
Uh,
deal.
he the real deal, and he finna go against a team that's pretty doggone good in age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these couple games that they lost, they weren't just big time losses. They lost by a touchdown here,
Yeah,
1 point here. So I feel like they have it down now. They know what their team is made of. They finna go against Ash. JT Lindsay is a dog. He
man.
is
He is the dog.
the dog.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm gonna put a lot on. I'm gonna put a lot on my guy, Day Day Drake, the linebacker for
Oh yeah.
Evangel. I can't wait to see Day Day and JT meet up in that doggone middle. I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like. I'm
Hey,
putting a lot on
somebody
Day
not
Day,
gonna be the same when the smoke clear.
but somebody gonna it's either gonna it's somebody gotta lose. And I'm gonna have to call his uncle after this and talk to his uncle and
Yeah.
tell him, hey, I done put a lot of pressure on my boy. But I really think that Evangel's gonna come out with the victory. It's gonna be close, but I
Okay.
think they're gonna outscore this Ash offense, man. And like I said, man, they're gonna run that ball. I know they're gonna run that ball, but I think they're gonna have something else other than that run to win this game. So I'm going upset alert.
Hey
I
man,
got
hey,
Evan.
I hope you right too.
Yeah,
And if you right next week, this gonna be the first game we cover, whoever they play. You know that I
yeah.
hope you right. I really do. I mean,
We'll
cause
see.
I want all the 318 teams to come out victorious this
For
week,
sure. For
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Now on this next one, oh, man. Now we got Huntington at Edna Car. Now, when it comes to Huntington, they one of my teams that I've been rooting for.
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for the Raiders, man.
For
I
sure.
really do. That quarterback, Lorenzo Jr., Speedy. They got your boy Speedy out there. They
Speedy.
actually them youngsters. They was actually in a little Madden tournament. We had me and a couple guys. Speedy is
Yeah.
actually the reason why I don't play. I deleted the game, and
You
I
don't even play
deleted.
Madden no more.
I don't even play Madden no more.
Wow.
Yeah, because of him. I got love for them guys, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, we'll be doing a disservice if we came here and say that we think they're gonna be in the car. In the car. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, I'm rooting for you. I mean, I really do. I'm hoping I get a call come Friday night or Saturday
Yeah.
morning saying, "Hey, guess what? You was wrong, JP. You was
Yeah.
wrong." You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. We will be wasting time going over all the 3 and 4 star prospects
Man.
they got. I mean, come on, man.
Just loaded.
They got
They
a top
loaded.
5 recruit in the nation on that team. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it's gonna be a little too much, man. I feel like Dave Huntington had a great season this year.
Yeah.
It's another one of them things, man. I hate for it to come to an end, but I feel like, there's gonna be. I mean, I gotta go ahead in the car, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead in the
Yeah.
car.
I mean, listen, in the car, we ain't gotta say too much, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, y'all done
It's kind
seen
of
the
sad for
video,
real, man. Like I hate, like God, I wanted them to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But
bruh. I
this
promise.
when they
But
talk,
you
I
done
looked
seen
and they say, man, you know who Huntington play? I said, well, who they got?
in the car.
Man, it's like Debo. Hey, to the team, put that Debo. Yeah, I'm about
Yeah,
to tuck my
yeah.
chain in.
Yeah, I'm tuck my chain in. Hey, I'm just gonna tuck mine
I'm just
in.
gonna tuck mine in.
I mean, we done seen the video. We just look. I mean, just they entrance onto the field alone. I mean, that just put some teams they just be like, hey man, that's it, man. Them dudes out here
Man, this it,
prowling
man. Them
around.
dudes crawling, man. They
These
got
dudes
smoke.
prowling around and smoke. You know what I'm saying? The coaches even out there, you know what I'm saying? The chili, the band. And they got too much going on
Yeah, too much.
out there. So when you well, look, we played at Tad Gormley Stadium before. When you go to Tad Gormley Stadium, man, listen, you go into that doggone bowl, it's something different when you
It's
walk
something
up in there.
different.
And I
Yeah.
can only imagine with Ed and the car in there. I mean, it's just so listen, Huntington, hey, I got nothing but love for y'all guys, man. Y'all know I say I done chopped it up with a lot of y'all guys. My boy Nemo out there, man. Coach Gid, Coach Dennis, love y'all guys, man. But hey,
Roll them basketballs out. That's all I can say. I
man,
mean, hey,
listen. Basketball season start this week, so
hey,
just hey, you gonna miss this week of basketball. Keep practicing, and like you said, I hope that I get a call and
man,
say,
I'm telling you,
hey man, it's going down, history being made. But I just
it's too much. It's too
too
much.
much, man.
It's too much.
Uh,
If we didn't pick in the court, hey, we was gonna get canceled. We was gonna
we
be
they
the first
hey,
podcast to get canceled before we
but they were
blew up.
going we were gonna look up tomorrow. Our page was gonna be gone.
Man, I'm telling you,
So
it's gonna be deleted. But yeah,
yeah,
we
bro.
definitely got in the car coming away with that dub, man.
Yes, indeed.
Getting close to the end here, we got De La Salle at Calvary. Man,
Hmm.
and when I look at this, talked to another one of my buddies of mine.
Mm-hmm.
About this game, man. And I mean, I got Calvary to win this game. I feel like the only way they gonna lose this game is if they beat themselves. I mean, you got the De La
Yeah.
Salle team. You know, they started 1-4, could have easily started the season out 0-5. You know, but they end up
Mm-hmm.
winning a weak district, a weaker district. You know,
Yep.
and I mean, at the end of the day, it's simple. You know, like I told my boy, I mean, Calvary just playing bigger, faster, stronger. You know,
Yeah.
they even gonna be fresher. I'm sure they rocking the hero jerseys. You know,
Yeah.
shout
It's a
out to him.
new. Yep.
You know, so I mean, they I mean, when you come in, you bigger, you're faster, stronger, and you got more drip. I mean, it's you know, as long as they not looking past this team, you know, and
Yeah.
saying, hey, well, we got if this team win, that team win, you know, we could play them. As long as they staying focused, which I feel like they're gonna be focused, well, coach. I feel like Calvary should dominate in this game.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the schedule that De La Salle play. Like you said, man, I don't see too many wins on here that were from opponents that really got
Yeah, yeah,
got any
got some.
talent for real. I mean, I mean, when you talk about Calvary, you might look at Calvary and say, "Oh, they district, they ain't have much in their district either." True, but Calvary, I will say, Calvary started off their year playing against top notch talent.
Yeah,
I can't say the same for De La Salle. So with that alone, like I said, and knowing what Calvary has, again, I always look at what you did before. We talking about a returning state champ
yeah,
team. You know what I'm saying? They're used to being in this area in this setting at this time of the year. It's carried. Like you said, it's up to them. It's in their ballpark. If they want
mhm,
to win this game, they win it. If
yeah,
they lose, it's because they lost it themselves. So I
exactly.
got Calvary, uh, and they gonna roll on to the next round. And then, like I said, man, I'm ready to see these teams in our area that we know
Hmm.
got it. I want to see them guys keep on rolling. So I want to. I think that Calvary gonna be too much for De La Salle. And then, like I said, man, we'll see them guys just get better and better as the weeks go on. So let's see what you got, Cal.
Yes, sir.
Cavaliers,
Yes, sir. And to round it out, man, last game, man, we got Covington at Neville.
great game.
Great game, man. I'm gonna have to go with Neville, of course, man. And
Yeah,
Neville is one of those teams, like I said, when I actually went to the Neville at Ruston game this year when they beat
yeah,
Ruston. And Neville is one of the first teams. I don't know if I ever said this or anybody ever said this before, but you know, you hear people say about teams playing down to the competition. Like maybe you may have
mm,
a great team and they play a trash team and they play down to their competition. Well, Neville
right.
is one of the teams I say they actually play up to the competition. Whatever they gotta do to win the game, they don't have just one big time this or big time that.
Yeah,
You know what they
yeah,
got is a well coached team full of dogs.
yes,
Like everybody, whatever needs to be done to win the game. I mean, they gonna do it. I mean, in Covington, I like that quarterback, Caden Hick. He can sling it. He really can
yeah,
sling it. He can sling it, and then you got his receivers, Juwan Brock and Amari Smith. They can run every route in the route tree. You know, they're
yeah,
not the fastest, not the biggest, this and that. But I mean, they route running is precise. So when you got them and match that with a QB that can place the ball wherever you want it, that's I mean, anything can happen. But
yeah,
Nova is a team. They one of them teams. However you want to do it, that's how they gonna do it. Whatever it
yeah,
takes to get the job done, they gonna come. They gonna be well coached. They gonna be prepared. They fans gonna be there, support them, make it loud in that stadium. I got Nova winning this, moving on to the next round.
yeah. Covington, man. Look, Covington. And the reason why I say it's gonna be a great game is because the teams Covington lost to, man, you talk about Mandeville and St. Paul. Those are very good teams. Like I said, we just talked about Mandeville gonna play West Monroe.
Yeah.
Later on this year. Mandeville 9-1. I want to say St. Paul, maybe 9-1 or undefeated if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, you got a team finna come in here to play against Neville that man, like they are tried and true. They battle tested.
Hmm.
Uh, but like you said, you got a Neville squad that I mean, just when you know, and I'm looking at some of their scores, man. I'm like, man, these dudes really out here playing good football and beating quality opponents, just
Hmm.
like Covington. But like you said, the difference is it's a team that, like you said, they don't have just one or two guys you can just name out. It's a complete team. And when you
Yeah.
have teams like that, you know how it was when we played. You know, you couldn't just point out one or two people. You just had a complete team of guys
Yes.
that, you know, they played hard for each other. When you played against an opponent, you played up to the occasion.
Exactly.
So uh in this game, I feel like another game that's home field advantage is going to take a big part in that. You got Covington making that long trip
Hmm.
all the way from, you know, about 4.5, 5 hours from South Louisiana all the way up to Monroe.
Hmm.
That's gonna make a big difference. I don't know what time they leave and when they gonna plan on leaving, but they gonna get up here. And something that one of my buddies down south always said, man, he said, man, ain't no cold like that North Louisiana cold. Hey,
Yeah, and it's gonna be
so
cold this Friday
it's
for
gonna be
sure.
cold when they get up there. They get up there to Monroe Friday night, man. And hey, all luck to you. I mean, good luck to you. But all my favorites going towards Neville, man. I think Neville is gonna handle business. We're gonna see Neville at the big dance. In my opinion, I think
Hmm.
Neville gonna make it all the way. Um, and when you just look at that side of the bracket, man, it's like, hey, who gonna stop him?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know who gonna stop him? So I really got Neville taking it all the way. I mean, I'm looking on that side of the bracket. They got West Monroe that they've already beaten already,
Hmm.
and so it's like, hey, if Neville can get past Covington, I see them sailing. I'm talking about smooth sailing to the championship game. So
Yeah, it's
hey,
one of them
let's see, man.
situations where the game after this may be easier. You know,
Yeah, it's right,
so
right.
yeah,
Yep, yep. Maybe an easier draw. So, yeah, man. Like I say, hey, seems like we're on the same page on most
yeah,
of these
man,
picks,
yeah,
man. You
man.
know, so
And
you
it's
know,
not just we just picking 318. It's just a
nah,
318. Really, I feel like man, they doing their thing, man,
this the
and
year
it's
for the 318.
this the year for, and it's more games. Like we said, man.
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
can't be here for 10 hours. You're
right.
gonna lose your attention.
Yep.
By that time. But it's a lot more games going on in the 318.
Mm-hmm.
These just the ones that we feel like we wanted to highlight. But we
Yep.
room for all the teams playing in North Louisiana this
Sure.
weekend,
For
man. We
sure.
wish all of y'all well, man. Like we said, we were gone for a minute, but now we back and we're here to stay.
Back.
We about to flood y'all with everything.
Yes,
Basketball, they
indeed.
just had the jamboree like this past weekend in Bossier
Mm-hmm.
Parish. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Calvary got a game tonight. I know it's a game
There's a
at Bossier tomorrow. So this
couple
is
games tonight.
week one of the basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
So next week episode we'll be able to cover a few of them basketball games,
Sure.
But we here to stay. We ain't going
Yes,
nowhere.
sir.
Y'all just stay rocking with us, man.
Keep on rocking with. Like I said, we got a lot of action coming, and you know, we football guys, but man, hey, that basketball season, especially in this area. Now you talk about down south for football. When you talk about basketball, it's in the north,
Oh
man.
yeah,
So
that's for sure.
you know we gonna have some exciting stuff coming for basketball season. I mean we're gonna cover a lot, man. And like I said, man, I can't wait to get to all of it. I'm ready for this week's playoff stuff to shake out how it's gonna shake out, and let's
Mhm.
start seeing who we got for Thanksgiving. You know, when you practicing during Thanksgiving week, hey,
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 everybody don't get
you
to
want
do that
everybody don't get to practice during Thanksgiving week under the lights,
under
you
the
know.
lights, man. That's
So,
man, that's a
man, you
beautiful.
know, we know how they
Yeah,
go,
that's a beautiful
but
thing, man.
it's a
That's
beautiful thing. So, man, good luck to all the teams. Hope y'all make it. And like I said, man, hey, I'm just happy to be back. We ain't went nowhere, But like you
Yeah,
said, man,
yeah,
we
we still here. We still been at the game. We
yeah,
still, like you say, we just had, man, a
yeah,
lot going. Your boy got
man,
married. We had, man,
yeah.
it was so much. And one thing about it, we may not be the best, but we should for sure want to stick out for the rest. So if it ain't 100%, anytime we give you any type of anything, it's gonna be 100%. So
100%. Ain't no half stepping for
ain't no
sure.
half stepping. So be prepared. Like hey, like my little sister say, be prepared to be sick of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But other than that,
Yeah.
man, that's that. We'll see y'all next week. We
Yes,
are
sir.
out.